Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off for the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
LSU with a 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
8-yard line.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the hands team.
And that's why you have
At their own 12-yard line.
the Bengal Tiger offense. If we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Bearing one out deep for Holmes here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU.
1 yard line.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And that is our first connection there for the Heartbreak Kids on the pass and catch, and I'm guessing probably not the last connection for them in this national title game.
I would agree with that. Nice throw there by Matthews, put it right in his hands. But how about this young man and his switch to receiver? Think of what he's had to put into him all year long to get ready to go for this one. It's not as simple as just going in the backyard and changing over, and now you catch the ball instead of throwing it. You've got to run all those routes, be tough downfield, and make catches. I am really, really impressed with what I've seen from him thus far.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook a strong 14-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, LSU. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with it. It's Kelly. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And this time, they'll just keep this on the ground. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. LSU just 1/2 away from a national title. What a story this would be.
The Clemson Tigers 3.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll run on first down. Kelly. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kelly, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Kelly, the ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Kelly. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So they continue to hand him the rocket running back. He's been a real workhorse so far in this game.
And he's given his friend and quarterback, Tommy Matthews, some real security back there because even in heavy traffic, he's rarely losing yardage. He's falling forward on it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Matthews to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. LSU with a 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Matthews. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. They'll run on first down. It's Kellen, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Kellen. What a run for the Heartbreak Kids, and it all culminates here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. So that truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Soups.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I can definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in the NFL. Against me. No cap. Ha ha!
I was fighting some demons in the field, bitch, I'm deep in. I was raised in the deep end.